Hi, hello. Well, I would say happy Friday, but it's a bit chilly actually. It's been raining, the weather's not been great at all. When did I last make a video? I can't remember. You know, you get to my age, you get a little bit brain dead. Anyway, what have I been doing this week? Well, I finished off the red sari cardigan. It's still not got any buttons on it because I haven't been across to the shed to have a look. And I didn't go to the shed to do any tidying up because it has been raining. And I knew I wouldn't get wet in the shed, but it's still not a nice environment when, you know, the rain's battering down on the shed roof and you can't hear yourself think. Not a lot's been going on really. I went to get my diabetes blood test done on Monday. Probably not going to be good results, but I haven't got them at the moment, so I've got a reprieve. I don't see the... I will stop doing that, looking out to the side. I don't know why I do that. Instead of looking at the camera, I always look over there. Anyway, I've got an appointment with the diabetes nurse, a different one, I think, to go over my results, probably in August, I think. So hopefully she won't ring me up with any bad news before then, because as you know, in August I am hoping to go for a couple of days to Prestwich, which I haven't booked my hotel yet. But Prestwich isn't exactly the swinging metropolis, and I'm doing it again. I'm looking over there, something's distracting me, and my eyeballs are going that way. I need to wear a frame that makes my head stay in one place, stops me going like that all the time. I look back my videos and all I do is I see myself looking to the side all the time. And it's a bad habit of mine. I don't know why I do it. It annoys me when I watch my videos back. I'm thinking, what are you looking at the side for? What is distracting you? Something obviously does catch out the corner of my eye and my head whizzes that way. It's determined to do it now, but I'm determined it's not going to. Determined I'm going to stare at the camera. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm hoping to go for a couple of days to Prestwich in August. Haven't booked. I'm doing it again. Stop it, Janet, stop it. I shall stay like that so I can't keep going like that. I haven't booked my hotel as yet, so yeah. Well, today I've spent all day on the phone because PlusNet mobile is changing over to EE, if you didn't know that. But I just kept getting these messages saying I'd used up all my data, which is very strange because I don't use my phone that often. You know, not for looking at things or looking things up. I tend to use my big PC. Anyway, when we found out that it was changing to EE, I thought I'd better ring them up and sort out what's going on. So I had to listen to some, you know, music, as they call it, for about 35 minutes before I got through to a lovely young man who managed to sort me out. And I'm now on a different contract with EE and I'm getting 10 gigabytes, whatever that might be, instead of what I was getting before, for actually 44 pence a month less. So I'm quite happy with that. But I'm not happy with having to change my SIM card over, then wait to make a phone call and then change it back again. All sounds very confusing to me. So I am hoping my son's at home on Tuesday when this SIM card arrives. Apparently I can keep the same number, which is a bit, well, the friends know about it, you know, but not that many people ring me anyway, so, you know, it would be a bit immaterial whether I did keep the same number. But it's on my business cards, when I hand them out, and it's on everything, so, you know, I want to keep the same number. And I've done a little bit of crocheting this week when I was at Wednesday Knit Club. This is still the same piece. So I've got to the armhole shapings, yeah. No pattern for this, peeps. Just Janet, you know. I buy these blank notebooks and things, and I think I'm going to make those into project books. I'm going to at least write down what I've done, and then if anybody does ask me, I can at least tell them what I've done, my size. Can't help anybody who's a different size, and they probably wouldn't understand anyway what I'd written down, because I write everything in sort of crochet shorthand, if you know what I'm saying. I wish I could write patterns, but I can't. People want to know tensions and amounts of wool and how much it is for this size, that size, the other size. And as I only ever make one size, me, I can't tell anybody any other sizes, so, you know, I'm a bit rubbish really. And I could never write them down because people want to know how many stitches you finish up with at this end, how do you actually do the shaping. And I'm like, well, you just do. I mean, when I had the shop, I used to get people coming in all the time. They'd knit the pattern up to, or crochet the pattern to the armholes. And then when it said, keeping the pattern straight, decrease, they couldn't do it. They could not do it. But how do I know? How do I start my pattern off? And I'm going, well, if you've gone in 3 stitches, you start 3 stitches further in. And they're like, yeah, but when I have to decrease even more, how do I know? And I'm thinking, you've knitted the pattern or crocheted the pattern up to the armholes. If it's not in your head, you know, following the drift of it, by then, you've got no chance, have you, really? And in the end, with some people, I used to say, oh, just knit the top half in stocking stitch, because I gave up with them, because they did not understand what I meant when I was saying keeping the pattern straight. Decrease. Can't do it. It was the same with sleeves. They couldn't keep the pattern straight and increase. And I'm like, how can you go through life saying you're a knitter, saying you're a crocheter, if you can't do the very basic sort of increases and decreases? I mean, when you think about it, when I learned to crochet, I was 13. There weren't the patterns. There was nothing. I used to put a sweater on the table that fitted me, put it on, and crochet around it. Crochet around the sleeves, crochet around. And if I could do that at age 13, I'm thinking, why can people not understand what I'm talking about when I say, you know, keep the pattern straight and decrease or increase or whatever? And they're like, no. So this is why I don't do patterns, and this is why I don't say patterns, because I can't tell people every single row. I just couldn't do it. It would drive me mental, it really would. All I say to people, if that's what you want, then buy a pattern. Or if that's what you want, then watch a YouTube video. But even the YouTube videos don't always give you the shapings, do they? So that's why I don't make patterns. That's why I just do my own thing. And I know it irritates people no end when I say, they say, oh, have you got the pattern for what you're wearing? And I'm like, well, no, because I've just crocheted it. And I think people are just afraid of coming out of their comfort zone and actually, excuse me, my eyes are running, and actually being a bit more adventurous and deciding that they will make a garment and they will follow something. I don't know whether it's fear or what it is, that they need to be told every row, they need to be told how to decrease, they need to be told everything. I don't know whether it's fear or what it is. But when you think our grandmas and our great-grandmothers didn't have any kind of patterns whatsoever, and they made the most fantastic doilies and, you know, lacy edges for pillowcases, towels and everything, and there wasn't any patterns. They were handed down from parent to parent or whatever, auntie to child, yeah. What on earth is that noise? I am going to look round that way. Don't know what it was. Strange noise. There's nobody in the house apart from me, because the family have just gone away for one night, maybe 2 nights, I don't know. They just decided to go in the camper van and off they've gone. They may be back tomorrow, I don't know. They may be back Sunday, don't know. I've got enough food in the house, I'm not bothered. I enjoy the time on my own, as you know. Yeah. Anyway, I do hope that some of you do bite the bullet and decide that you will make yourself something. Crochet is fantastic because if you get it the wrong shape, you undo a row, yeah? No big deal, you've only got 1 stitch to lose, you just pull it back, yeah? A bit more difficult with knitting because you've got to unpick the row or take the row back, yeah? But with crochet, it's wonderfully adaptable. You just do what you do, and then when you start doing the shaping, if it doesn't look right, you pull it undone, and then you do it again until you get it right. And if you write yourself notes down about what you've done as you're going along, it might be in your type of shorthand. You know, my patterns are shorthand, and they're so shorthand that even when I come to do them for the second time, I'm like, what on earth did I mean then when I wrote that down? So it's no good asking me to write your pattern out because you'll be well on the way to nowhere, yeah. Anyway, what else has happened? Oh, I had my diabetic eye test yesterday. Again, I don't know what that will be because they don't tell you on the day. You just, oh, seagull, shut up. They just tell you eventually, I suppose. They put these awful drops in your eyes that make your eyes go weird. And then they, you know, take photographs. That eye, that eye. And they won't tell you anything if you ask a question. Like, as you know, I had a bleed behind one of my eyes and I was supposed to go back to Blackpool Vic, and they cancelled the appointment and they've never sent me another one. So I said to him, I said, I don't know which eye's got the bleed behind it, is it still there? And he just doesn't answer, you know, because they just don't answer at all. So no doubt I shall be aware one day. I went to Specsavers to try and make an appointment, and they said, oh, we're very, very busy. We're busy because Vision Express is closed down and all of their customers have come to us. I can't make you an appointment. All I suggest you do is you go online and try and book one on there. But it might be a month or so before you can get an appointment. And I'm thinking, oh, there must be other opticians in the world besides Specsavers. I only chose them because when I came here I didn't know any of the private opticians, so I thought, well, I'll go there, you know, but I can't say that I was wildly impressed with them. I really can't, yeah. So I might try a different optician, yeah. If you wonder what I'm wearing today, this is an old shawl. It was actually one that someone knitted for me, but it was very, very small, so I decided to unpick it and do it crochet, but of course I didn't have enough, so I had to put pink edging on the end, and it's still actually quite a small, it's just a triangular shawl, but it's quite small really. I really like my shawls to be a little bit bigger because being a big girl I like to wrap myself up in them. I'm wearing wooden beads, you know, courtesy of eBay, of course, as usual. And my skirt, I can't remember where I got my skirt from. I will walk away so you can see my skirt. It's a beautiful Indian type skirt with, it's got sequins all over it. Sequins, you can't see. I'll go any further back, I'll be in the next room, won't I? It's got sequins all over it. Very Indian, yeah. It's a bit like the shop I won't mention. The one who said my crochet goods were too expensive. It's a bit like the ones she was trying to sell for £65, but I didn't pay that for this, I know I didn't. I can't remember where I got it from, it's probably an eBay special, isn't it? But never mind. Yeah. So I didn't actually get dressed until quite late today because, like, hanging on the phone with PlusNet, you know, listen to their lovely, lovely music. I mean, I did get this, you know, lovely young man. What have I got stuck to my skirt? It's a sequin, I think. Tried to pull a sequin up. I did speak to a lovely young man, and he helped me no end, yeah. But as I say, I was about 35 minutes listening to this music, which was, you know, not what you want to do, is it? You know? And my son said, "Are you getting dressed?" I said, "Well, I will get dressed when I, you know, finish listening to the music." Oh, that was somebody with a very noisy car. Yeah. The excitement round here is that the gypsies have arrived on a piece of land. You know, I don't mind them being there if they tidied up after themselves, but they always leave a lot of mess behind. You know, it's not that you don't like gypsies per se, it's just that you don't like them. You wish they'd tidy up. You know, once they've moved away, the council has to, it takes them ages to clear up all the rubbish and the stuff that they've left behind. And of course you always get people saying, "Oh, don't pick on them, they're a minority," and all this. That's just the way they live. But I wish the way they lived actually meant that they took their rubbish away with them and didn't leave it for the council to clear. Because they don't pay rates, they don't pay anything, they just stay a few days and then they move off somewhere else. So that's just the annoying bit, and I'm doing it again, looking to the side, and I don't know what I'm looking at. Back. As I say, when I watch my videos back, it really infuriates me that I keep looking away. That I don't know why I have to keep looking to the side when I'm making a video. Well, I hope you're all doing nicely. Hope you're all making things. My crochet is kind of like hit a bit of a stop. It's not that I've gone off the crochet or the knitting, it's just every now and again I seem to take a day or two off where I just watch the TV or I just watch videos on YouTube. I only have the basic TV, I don't pay for all this other stuff. And I mean, we were supposed to be getting, well, at my age I was supposed to be getting a free TV licence, but of course that didn't happen because just as I reached the age where I would have had a free TV licence, they stopped it. So I've still got to pay about £100 a year or something like that to get a TV licence. When you consider that I barely ever watch the flipping thing, you know, it's kind of like a bit annoying, yeah. So there's two petitions going around at the moment. There's one petition saying, you know, over the age of 75 you should get free TV, because it's like a lot of people can't go out and about, and that's their only, you know, bit of interest in their life is watching the TV. And then the other one was, you know, to bring the pensions in line with each other. Because I think I've mentioned before, I claim my pension before a certain date, so I get £50 a week less than the people who are claiming it now. So, you know, we still have the same bills, we still have the same everything. So I don't see why, you know, they deem that, you know, the younger pensioners need £50 a week more than what we do, yeah. So I did sign that petition. Nothing will come of it, of course, because the government won't part with any money, will they? Yeah, so I'm going to go and watch the TV. I think it's something to do with the Steam Museum tonight. And then, of course, it's Sister Boniface, which I watch. I don't know what I'll do when that comes to an end. It's probably on its way out at the moment. And I need to find something else to watch. I'm just so not into these. Oh, flipping heck, Seagull, stop it. Gosh, they're making such a row. I just don't watch quiz games. I just don't like them. And reality shows just drive me up the pole, you know. I just don't like the culture of like these Love Island things and that, where they're jumping in bed with each other and stuff like that. I'm not a prude, but maybe I'm old-fashioned. Maybe I just don't like that sort of thing being advocated, you know. It's okay for teenagers. And also it makes the girls like wanna be, you know. I wanna be like them, a reality star. They don't want a career anymore. They don't want to do anything properly. They just want to be a TikTok star, or they want to be a YouTube star or whatever. And it doesn't really set them in great states when they get... I mean, say you are a TikToker or whatever it is. These people who, you know, scantily dress about and dance about and have their lips done and their boobs done and their bottoms done and everything, and they prance about. What are they going to do when they get a bit older? They haven't got a career, they haven't got anything. When nobody wants to know when they're old and wrinkly, you know, what are they going to do? You know, when their fillers sag and their boobs sag and everything goes south, which it will do, you know. So, you know, that's what I think. What on earth will they do? You know, I suppose they hope they're going to marry a millionaire, but there's only so many millionaires in the world. They can't all marry one, can they? Or maybe they want to marry a soccer star, and he's only got a short career anyway before his money runs out, you know. Hey, am I being cynical today? Am I being cynical? I think I am, yeah. I think I am being cynical. If you like my cynicism, if you like my witty whatnots and twitterings, you know, please subscribe, ring the bell, whatever it is you do. Thumbs up, everything. I don't think my subscribers will ever increase. I don't think I will ever be one of the ones who gets to 10k. I think I'll be stuck at 7.5 forever and a day, unless people decide to leave me because they find me too boring. I don't know what I will do. I don't crochet enough to be interested enough, and I don't buy enough stuff to be interested enough. Who knows? Answers on the postcard, please. Anyway, I'm going to go now. I won't bore you anymore. So don't forget, tell your friends. That's what people say, isn't it? If you like my video, tell your friends, you know. I'm sure your friends will be wildly interested, but tell your friends. Like and subscribe and press the thumbs up button. And in the meantime, I will see you tomorrow for a live. If you haven't joined us, please do. It's 9 o'clock UK time. And we chat about all kinds of things. We don't do religion or politics or anything like that. We keep it light-hearted. But if you like, come and join us. It's like a party atmosphere, you know. I don't do it for the money because I don't get any money for doing it, so it's not like I'm doing it for the money, but you know, I just do it because everybody likes to be there. They all make friends, they all chat to each other. Whereas I try and do a bit of crocheting in between, you know, a bit of something. I mean, last week I'd started doing some knitting, which I gave up, and I've undone it and I've started crocheting it now. I just couldn't get on with the pattern. Anyway, I'm going to make myself a brew, I'm going to watch some TV and maybe do some crochet. I would like to start something different as well because I'm getting a bit bored with this crochet, but I'm not one for loads and loads of works in progress or whips as you insist on calling them. Because if I stop doing something, I stop doing it altogether. I've got a cardigan that I was sort of bodging together, done in different squares and that, a bit like Harry Stylesy type of thing, but the colours weren't very good anyway. But I've kind of got bored with that. So I've only got 2 things on the go at the moment. Neither of them is exciting me at the moment, so I think I need something a bit more, peppy. So I shall look at my yarn, I shall look at my patterns, and maybe I might come up with something a bit more interesting. Watch this space. So bye for now, happy Friday to everybody, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.